And good evening, fans, and welcome back to Alumni Arena for the final game of the 2006 Chatham Orthopedics Basketball Classic. Chad Jackson again joined by Eric Faulkner. And Eric, 8 games in 2 days, and we've seen a lot of really good basketball, but this one might be the most important game of this tournament when you consider that Armstrong Atlantic and Lenoir-Rhyne both picked among the South Atlantic region top of the rankings, and these teams have already met once this year. We'll be seeing the Pirates trying and erase what was their first loss of the season just 2 weeks ago as they take on Lenoir-Rhyne here tonight.
And their only loss to date, Chad. They're overall coming to the game 6-1, and as you know, obviously another region opponent. So it's going to be a very important game tonight to kind of get some revenge, I guess, so to speak, against the win earlier this year by Lenoir-Rhyne.
Last night, the Pirates won a very emotional game over number 25 ranked Eckerd, winning 60-59. It was the program's first win ever over Eckerd in 10 tries. Also, the Pirates' first win of a ranked team this year, as they themselves are trying to get nationally ranked. They were receiving votes in the latest poll released on Tuesday. Lenoir-Rhyne defeated Francis Marion in really a tough game, I think tougher than they probably expected. Francis Marion hung around a lot longer in that game than they figured they would. They eventually came away with the win 55-47. So we've had 2 men's games yesterday. The most points scored was 60. And these 2 teams, known for their defense, we might be seeing another tough defensive struggle here tonight.
Well, Torrey Harris, the hero of the first game yesterday against Eckerd, with a game winner of 10 seconds. But Coach Berkhammer really trying here in December to get his team tournament tested by playing back-to-back games against good competition. So hopefully when you get into the Peach Belt and maybe the NCAA tournament, that they're going to be able to do that.
We'll come back. With the starting lineups, but first let us meet the Armstrong Atlantic State Pirates.
Jamal Galloway, junior guard, Empress, Florida.
Toy Harris, senior guard, Lakeland, Florida. Kevin Parker, sophomore point guard, Savannah, Georgia.
William Kane, junior point guard, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Parker Hayden, sophomore, shooting guard, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Francis Brown, junior forward, Washington, Georgia.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Fanning, junior forward from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Josh Geyer, junior guard, Durham, North Carolina.
Darden Masamba, senior forward from Sweden.
Marlon Bussey, senior forward, Augusta, Georgia.
Moussa Patrice Sanou, senior forward, Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso.
Brian Taylor, senior center, Trinidad, South Carolina.
I am Nick Blument, junior post player from the Netherlands.
Clay Robinson, junior center, Fairfax, South Carolina.
Jeff Berkhammer, head coach, Williamstown, West Virginia.
Steve Franklin, assistant basketball coach, Aiken, South Carolina.
Joe LeCurve, assistant basketball coach, Buford, Georgia.
Those are your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates coming in with that 6-1 record. And the starting lineup for Armstrong Atlantic State, it'll be Torrey Harris and Will Kane at the guard position. Darling Masamba and Patrick Sanou, the forwards. And Brian Taylor will be the man in the middle. He had a great night last night against Eckerd. Really was a force early for the Pirates. And then setting up the heroics for Torrey Harris with the game-winning shot with 10 seconds left.
It's been both of those 2 players this year, Chad, with Taylor leading the team with 16.3 points a game, and then Harris right behind him with 14.7. So it's going to be important they play well tonight.
As the Pirate starters are announced to the Armstrong Atlantic crowd, let's look at the Lenoir-Rhyne starters. It'll be Eric Malden and Tyler Boardman as the guards. Marcus Springs and Reggie Bratton the forwards, and Josh Kindred is the man in the middle, and he gave the Pirates fits in their earlier matchup this season. Had 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 block shots, and really created problems. Brian Taylor in that game, even though he got his points, turned the ball over 7 times, and he affected Taylor defensively. Really for the first time this year, an opposing player has affected Brian Taylor that way. So we'll see how Coach Berkhammer and the Pirates approach Bears and approach Josh Kindred tonight.
You'd probably like to think that Taylor probably remembers that also, and because of the second opportunity tonight to get that same matchup. So maybe tonight will be a different story here at home.
So Armstrong Atlantic and Lenoir-Rhyne to wrap up the 2006 Chatham Orthopedics Classic. And Lenoir-Rhyne, also want to mention that Lenoir-Rhyne, if you've been following Armstrong Atlantic basketball for any length of time, you know that during Christmas, Lenoir-Rhyne is always going to come calling. This is the 10th straight year they have come to Savannah to play against the Pirates and play in this Classic. The Classic has mutated formats over the years. It's been in this format, men's and women's, for the last 3 years now, but Lenoir-Rhyne has been a perennial participant. Head coach John Lentz, a fixture at Lenoir-Rhyne, has always liked to bring his Bears home or here to Savannah to face the Pirates. Armstrong Atlantic wins the opening tip. The Pirates in their home white uniforms with maroon numerals and black trim. Lenoir-Rhyne in all black road uniforms tonight with red numerals and white trim. Masamba puts up a three. That's no good. Tip try by Sanu is no good, and Josh Kindred rips down the rebound for Lenoir-Rhyne. Pirates trap Kindred. That might be something you see as the Pirates try and deal with Kindred. Will Kane came over to provide help once Kindred got the ball down in the post. Springs with it, guarded by Masamba. Now down low to Kindred. They double him again. Baseline jumper, no good, but a long rebound to Bratton. And they say it did not hit the rim. That's going to be a shot clock violation. So
well, you had the double down low on Kindred, kind of changed his shot a little bit off balance there. So Kane coming down and giving some help.
So Kindred misses the shot. The Pirates get the ball on the turnover. And the Pirates will bring it up. Kane guarded by Malden. This is the Sanu, top of the key. Counted by Bratton. Now Harris with it. Kane in the corner will put up the three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Boardman for Lenoir-Rhyne. He wants to go coast to coast. Goes into Bratton. Bratton's layup no good, and Masamba rips down the rebound for the Pirates. Ahead to Harris. Harris will drive the baseline out to Sanu, but he passes it right to Boardman. And a foul and a basket for Boardman. Kane tried to draw the charge, but he did not get the call. And Lenoir-Rhyne strikes first here this evening.
Early in this one, both teams really pushing the tempo to get the ball up the court as quickly as they can. And as you said, Chad, here's a three-point opportunity here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Boardman's free throw no good. It's tipped by Malden, but tipped right to Will Kane for the Pirates. Pirates lob it into Taylor. Finally, Taylor gets the ball. He'll get Kindred off his feet, and he'll draw the foul. Good move by Taylor. He got Josh Kindred off his feet and just went in and drew the contact, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Pirates obviously looking to get Taylor down low and so he can do some damage there, so he goes to the line.
So Taylor will head to the line with a chance to put the Pirates on the scoreboard, which he does.
Shooting 77% from the free throw line this season.
And last night he was 7 of 8. The Pirates as a team missed just one free throw last night. They were 19 of 20. They missed one here, but Sanu gets the rebound. And then Kane is fouled by Boardman as they try and trap him right by the Lenoir-Rhyne bench. Taylor last night, 25 points, 10 rebounds. And Torrieres with 18 points. They were the 1-2 punch for the Pirates in that win over Eckerd. here on Friday. Taylor backs in on Kindred. Goes up for the shot. A little floater, no good. Rebound Bratton for Lenoir-Rhyne. Lenoir-Rhyne with it. They have a early 2-1 lead. 17:24 left to go in the half. Taylor gambled for the steal, but Malden able to secure it. Now inside Kindred on Taylor. Shot is up and good. So Josh Kindred gets his first bucket. Harris drives the baseline, kicks off to Masamba. Masamba has the ball stripped once, twice, and then finally a foul called on Bratton. Bratton gets hassling Masamba and finally got whistled for the foul.
Masamba trying to drive inside. He got kind of tangled up there, so we draw the foul early. But as you said, Chad, you pointed out for Lenoir-Rhyne, Kindred has been the man, and early on in this game, you can see why.
When these two teams met on December 2nd, the Pirates turned it over 22 times against the Bears. As Masamba's going to drive, hang, and he's fouled, going up for the shot, and he was mugged. And pleading his case is Marcus Springs with the official. Not sure what he could argue about. Maybe he's arguing that Masamba actually slipped and traveled, but he fouls in favor of Armstrong here, 4-1, as Masamba's first free throw was good. Pirates have not made a shot from the floor yet, but have gotten to the line now a couple of times. Second free throw, good as well. And it's 43. Boardman brings it up, half-court trap, throw it in for Bratton, who lays it up and scores.
Nice look inside there for the easy two, just underneath, and the Pirates unable to stop that.
Sanu to Masamba. Now Kane directs traffic, gives it to Taylor. Taylor with Bratton on him now. So they go into Sanu, double team, back to Harris. Harris in the lane, bounce pass to Taylor, and he's fouled by Kindred. That's two on Kindred, and immediately up off the bench for Lenoir-Rhyne is number 32. As I flip my roster here, Dante Watson, the sophomore from Fayetteville, will have to come in for Kindred. First free throw from Taylor is good. So Kindred will have to take a seat. We'll see if he remains on the bench for most of the half, or if head coach John Lynch brings him back in before halftime.
They obviously don't want to pick up two quick fouls this early, but Armstrong will try to take advantage of it.
Second free throw is good. Pirates have 5 points all at the free throw line. As Boardman gives it to Malden. Now Bratton with it, guarded by Sanu, drives the baseline and travels. It was a nice move, but perhaps too good of a move, as Lenoir-Rhyne commits its first turnover of the night. Kane out to Harris. Stripped by Springs. Now has to get it out to Sanu. Taylor. Ball tipped and stolen by Springs. Springs gets a foul by Watson. Watson with a little moving screen there. Really, he not only committed the foul, but he also tripped up his own man handling the basketball.
Yeah, Springs got tangled up there with his own player. It was kind of a little bit out of control coming up the court, and then turnover there. So Pirates will bring it up.
So Armstrong trailing by one. We're 4.5 minutes in. Pirates still without a field goal, but they trail by just one. Sanu back to Harris. He'll put up a three-pointer. It's good.
Good look there by Harris and hit the open three. So first field goal is good for Armstrong Atlanta.
Now Boardman drives, underhands the pass to Watson. That was Springs, and now Boardman in the corner for three. That's good.
And they answer right back with three of their own.
9-8, Lenoir-Rhyne with the lead. Masamba and a foul called on Watson battling against Taylor. And believe it or not, that's going to be 1-1 for the Pirates with nearly 15 minutes left in the first half. Media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Pirate Basketball. Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic trails it 9-8, but a big differential on the scoreboard in terms of fouls. 7 fouls already for Lenoir-Rhyne compared to just 1 for the Pirates. And credit Armstrong Atlantic, they've taken advantage so far, 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and the big story is Josh Kindred picking up his second early here, so it sends him to the bench, and it's a good opportunity, obviously, for the Pirates to capitalize.
Eric Malden, the point guard for the Bears, trying to plead his case to the official here, as Taylor's first free throw is no good, so the Pirates don't convert there. They've already missed as many free throws as they did all of yesterday. Malden's shot is no good. Will Kane with the rebound, kicks it off to Harris. Harris, pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound by 41. Darren Allen, who just came into the game at the timeout, a freshman from Raleigh who did not play yesterday against Francis Marion. Reverse layup by Bratton, no good, but Boardman there for the offensive rebound and the putback. Masamba inside to Taylor. They double him immediately. And an offensive foul call as he tries to work his way through the double team. And I think Coach Lentz successfully lobbied for that call. They look on the scoreboard, saw it was 7-1, so decided to start even things up.
Looked like the contact came before, the call there, but,
Lenoir-Rhyne will be back in action with Malden. Over to Boardman, inside to Bratton. Shot blocked, but the ball goes in anyway. And is it going to be that kind of night tonight for the Pirates? Just like in the women's game where everything seemed to fall for Fayetteville State.
Good cut to the basket by Bratton. He got a good look underneath, there and converted. But like you said, so far, everything that Lenoir-Rhyne has put up is going, it just seems to go in.
Lenoir-Rhyne 6 of 11 from the floor, 54%. Pirates just 1 of 5. And Bratton heads to the line to try and complete the three-point play. He does not. Rebound, Jamal Galloway for the Pirates. So Lenoir-Rhyne with its largest lead of the game, 13-8. Ball deflected, but Taylor gets it. Over to Galloway, to Harris, wide open for three, no good. And rebound, Bratton. Pirates wanting a foul call as Masamba was submarined, and then back the other way, a nice play by Will Kane.
Masamba appeared to have his legs taken underneath him, but the ball going the other way, but Kane was able to knock the ball away, and so now he reached underneath the basket.
It's a dangerous precedent. If you talk to coaches, they'll say this. You can't rely too much on the officials. at some point you just got to start making plays for yourself. You can't expect to get the foul call every time, as Malden's three is no good. Torrey Harris gets the rebound. So, I mean, as running the floor, Taylor has the ball go off his hands out of bounds. You know, at some point, you have to tell your team, listen, the calls are going to happen no matter what. Probably not be influenced by y'all. You have to make plays when the opportunities present itself.
I think you have to focus on the things that you can control, and obviously you can control your play, defense and offensive end, and the things you can't control, if you spend too much time worrying about that, you'll take yourself out of the game.
Boardman with it. Stephen Hines, who checked in at the last dead ball. Now Springs with it. Back to Hines. Back to Malden. Passes up the three, gives it to Boardman. Boardman bounce pass to Hines. His three-pointer's no good. Rebound Taylor. Kane wants to push it to Harris. Wide open three. Money.
Give Harris that look from there, and he can hit them. So hopefully that's a sign of good things after last night's performance as well.
13-10, Lenoir-Rhyne with the lead. Springs. Bounce pass to Boardman. Now back to Springs. He'll put up the three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound Taylor. Galloway. Inside to Masamba. He's double teamed. Somebody's open. Gets it out to Harris. Harris drives to the line. Over to Taylor, and then Taylor travels.
Had trouble getting a handle on that pass, and it forced him to take the extra step.
He bobbled the ball with his hands before he made the move, and that might have sold the official on the travel call. Josh Geyer, Nick Blumhoff into the game now, as is Kevin Parker for the Pirates. Lenoir-Rhyne will counter with Ryan Crawford into the game. 11:35, Pirates trail by 3. A little bit of pressure shown by Armstrong here. Parker guarding Boardman. Boardman brings it up. Switches his hand, calls out the play. Malden gets it now on the wing to Allen, guarded by Blumhoff. Allen to Boardman. Boardman now tries to drive, and then Blumhoff gets the steal. Here come the Pirates. Galloway to Parker in the corner. Parker brings it back out to Geyer. Only one starter on the floor here for the Pirates. Blumhoff, little baby hook, no good. Rebound by Crawford, and a foul called on the Pirates. Not sure who they'll call the foul on. And it's on Blumhoff. Galloway had actually stolen the rebound, but they call Blumhoff on the rebound foul. Boardman calls out the play for the Bears. Gives off to Crawford. To Boardman. A strip as he goes up. And the officials really doing their best to even things up now. It was once 7-1 on fouls. It's now 7-5.
Some of that work, but Coach Lynn seems to be paying off a little bit, bending the ear of the officials and things evening up, as they tend to do over the course of the game.
Yeah. It all evens out in the end. That's a truism in basketball and a truism in life, Eric.
Yes. And Boardman now, Chad, with 8 points is equal to the season total.
Tyler Boardman did not start yesterday, as the second free throw is missed and Masamba gets the rebound.
Comes in averaging 1.1 points a game, 8 points on the season, and he has 8 here in the first 10 minutes.
Galloway with it. 4-point lead for Lenoir-Rhyne. Now Geyer to Masamba. Back to Parker. Back to Geyer. 8 on the shot clock, and a foul called on Lenoir-Rhyne. And I believe it's going to send Darling Masamba to the free throw line. Hines whistled for the contact.
Samba doesn't get to the line often, Chad, but when he does, he's pretty good about spending money in the bank, shooting a little over 90% from free throw point.
Running in the 1-and-1, short, rebound, Allen.
I jinxed him.
You did jinx him. And then back the other way. Hines to Boardman. Boardman gets the play from head coach John Lentz. Gives it off to Hines. Crawford now with it. A lot of movement. Now Boardman gets a screen, drives, and his strip is going out of bounds. I think Galloway got a hand in there on it, knocked it. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and we'll have immediate timeout on the floor. Armstrong Atlantic trails Lenoir-Rhyne 14-10. Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena, where Lenoir-Rhyne leads Armstrong Atlantic 14-10. The Bears will have the ball with just 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brian Taylor back into the game for the Pirates. Boardman to inbound it to Hines. Hines over Geyer, shot up no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Pirates played good defense, just didn't block out the shooter. Evan Parker calls out the play. In the corner for Galloway, inside for Taylor, he's double teamed. Dribbles, picks it off to Geyer, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Nick Blumhoff. Blumhoff back to Geyer, over to Parker. His three-pointer is up and no good. Another rebound for Blumhoff, but he's called for the foul.
Blumhoff going up strong there to get the rebound, but called for a push-off.
And again, it's not like the Pirates haven't had wide open looks at the basket. But Armstrong Atlantic shooting under 30% from the floor. And Lenoir-Rhyne has the basketball with a 6-point lead.
And getting it done right now out there. Main player,
Kindred. Yeah, Josh Kindred on the bench with 2 early fouls. As a ball deflected, Bratton with it, mid-range jumper, good. And the Pirates really don't know what's hit them. They figured, with Kindred out of the game, they would have all the advantage. They had the foul calls as a three-pointer by Galloway is no good. Bratton with the rebound. But it's been all Lenoir-Rhyne, honestly, Eric, since that point. When the Pirates got in the bonus of 7-1, the Bears have had the run of play since then. Nothing has worked for the Pirates. Everything has fallen for the Bears. Three-pointer on the way, good for Cook. Jonathan Cook, and it is a 21-10 lead for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Well, Chad, he got some unexpected performances too right now. Obviously, with Kindred on the bench. Boardman with 8 points, equaling his total for the year. Coach Lentz has to be pretty pleased with that. So that's some unexpected points he wasn't thinking they were going to have going into this one. But 21-10 right now. Coach Burkhammer not liking what he's seeing so far.
Pirates are 2 of 11 from the floor for 18% and 1 of 6 from three-point range. Pretty much the double team of Taylor has taken away any sort of inside game whatsoever. Twice Taylor has been double teamed and the Pirates have not sent the ball back in at all. And they're relying on too many three-point shots, and it's really making the Pirates one-dimensional here. Geyer to Parker, to Galloway. Down low, Sanu, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Springs for Lenoir-Rhyne. And a travel called on Springs. He was caught in a double team and had no space whatsoever to try and put up a shot. Parker to Geyer. In the corner for Galloway. Nothing there though, they bring it back out. Galloway's having a hard time finding any sort of room whatsoever, and a foul called on 24. Springs, his second, and that's going to send Parker to the line for 1-and-1.
Coach Burkhammer throwing out a lot of different combinations out there, trying to find something that will work.
Torrey Harris really the only offensive threat so far for the Pirates, and a technical foul has been called. I'm not sure who it was on. Who did they call it on?
I think it was on Springs as he was walking
off.
off.
They announced it to somebody else, but so the Pirates will not only get a technical free throw, but will get the 1-and-1. So this could possibly be a 4-point swing here for the Pirates.
I think Springs had a word with the official on his way to the bench, and they hit him with the technical.
First free throw from Galloway is good. I'm not sure why. And now they do correct things and give the technical foul to Springs. So Springs now with 3 personal fouls. And he will obviously take a seat on the bench probably for the half, maybe even for longer than that.
And that also hurts him too. Comes into the game 10.9 points per game, their third leading scorer. So right now, in foul trouble, could play into this later on in this game.
So Kevin Parker will now shoot the front end, or actually 2 shots. Or shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. The 10th foul was actually the technical, so really it was 1-and-1 for Parker. He made the first, he'll have one more. And the Pirates convert again. What was once an 11-point lead is now 7 thanks to the foul and the technical foul on the Bears. Pirates now with 9 points from the free throw line and just 5 points from the field.
And Taylor without any points from the field yet.
Boardman guarded by Kane. Now Crawford with it. 2 starters on the bench for Lenoir-Rhyne in foul trouble. Josh Kinger, we told you about early, and now Springs. Cook guarded by Sanu. Back to Cook, 3-pointer on the way, good.
And now Cook has equaled his points for the year with 6.
So Boardman and Cook more points in this game, or as many points in this game than they've had all year long. Harris to Kane, now lob in for Sanu. Around the double team, he has it stripped. And it's a timeout called by the Pirates as Sanu was on the floor, picked up the ball and got the 3-pointer, or got the timeout, excuse me. 30-second timeout on the floor for the Pirates. They trail by 10, 24-14. Lenoir-Rhyne, 10 of 19 from the floor.
We expect some scoring from Bratton, obviously, Chad, with coming in second leading scorer in the team, averaging a little less than 12 points a game. But you're not really expecting it from Boardman and Cook. And Lenoir-Rhyne finding some points with some unlikely candidates. And you look on the other side, you know, looking for Brian Taylor, his 3 points have all come from the free throw line. So right now, you know, Pirates trying to find some offense and some answers.
The only player that's made any shots from the floor for the Pirates is Torrey Harris. He is 2 of 4. The rest of the team 0 for 8. Galloway inside to Taylor. Taylor spins, hangs, shoots, hits. Finally, the Pirates get one to go. And it's 24-16.
Nice job getting the ball down low, and they just got to try to keep feeding him that so they can get into a little bit of rhythm.
Boardman guarded by Kane now. Over to Hines, down low, Bratton, double team, hangs, shoots, hits. Ten-point lead again after the tough shot by Bratton. In to Taylor, double team. He's blocked on the shot, and that's going to be a jump ball. It will give the ball to the Bears.
Every time they get the ball down there, they're doubling on Taylor. They're trying to make it difficult for him to get off a clean look, and they've been pretty successful so far.
5:22 left to go in the half. Pirates searching for offense. Lenoir-Rhyne, every person they bring off the bench seems to provide offense. Half-court trap here. They get it into Cook. Cook's shot is up good.
Yeah, they're shooting over 55% from the field, and when you're in turn shooting about 21%, that is not a good...
I'm telling you what, I hate to bring a football analogy up as Harris airballs a three-pointer. Lenoir-Rhyne may be the Houston Texans to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Pirates have been able to figure out everybody else in the league except for one team, and Lenoir-Rhyne has the kryptonite right now for the Pirates. They beat them by double figures in Catawba at a tournament, and they now lead by double figures here tonight. And that's with 2 starters on the bench in foul trouble.
Sure, and a team that's coming into the game at 4-4 on the season. Well, Armstrong Atlanta at 6-1.
Malden for 3, why not? (31-16). Lenoir-Rhyne dominating the Pirates here tonight. Armstrong came in thinking they might have a chance of getting nationally ranked. Not tonight. After the win against Eckerd, and he said in the pregame, Eric, Pirates wanted to see what tournament, wanted his team to experience what tournament play is like as McGalloway misses a 3. And a foul call on the Pirates on the rebound after the missed 3.
Obviously an emotional win last night with the Harris shot to win the game, but you know, you're obviously looking at today, so far haven't been able to answer the bell, look a little lethargic out there, and really can't get anything going offensively.
Well, the new breakout star for the Bears, redshirt freshman Jonathan Cook, makes the first free throw. He now has 9 points and he has 6 all year.
Yes, 6 all year. Averaging .9 coming in per game.
I'm sure the game plan for head coach Jeff Herkhammer did not concentrate on the young man from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but I'm sure the halftime talk will address the play of Jonathan Cook. Will Kane finds a hole in the defense, drives and lays it in. It's 32-18, back the other way. And Boardman travels, no call, and ends up getting the layup and the foul call, and they'll have a chance for a three-point play.
When things are going your way, they really do go your way,
yes.
And that's a good example. Kane did a good job of finally penetrating, which he's been trying to move the ball around and finally saw an opening, and they get 2 easy 2 points, but coming back the other way, and we pick up a foul.
What you got?
34-18. Lenoir-Rhyne with the advantage. Boardman tries to complete the three-point play, which he does. Kane guarded by Hines. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound, Hines for Lenoir-Rhyne, and they're running the floor as Bratton. Bratton is out of bounds when he tried to save the ball, so it goes over to the Pirates. .3:14 to go until halftime. Galloway to Harris. Now Galloway back to Harris with 18 on the shot clock. Down low, Masamba's double teamed. Out to Harris. Drives, shoots, and almost gets it to go, but he's fouled.
Coach Schwentz has to be pleased with the early foul trouble. Other players stepping up and really, taking this game over here in the first half with a 35-18 lead. But as a coach, you're always looking for, we're not going to make excuses. We need other players to pick up their game, and they sure have done that.
Torrey Harris to the line for the first time tonight. He will have 2 shots. He tied for the lead in points. Now takes the lead with his first free throw. It's 35-19. Second free throw, good as well. Again, the Pirates have most of their points tonight from the line. They have 11 points from the line and 9 points from the floor. Boardman to Bratton, he's double teamed. Takes it out to Hines. Now Boardman back with it with 10 on the shot clock. Hines, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Sanu.
One of the rare misses tonight from Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, they were. That now brings them down to 50% from three-point range. Masamba to Harris. Harris to Kane. Inside for Sanu. He's double teamed. Into Masamba, and an offensive foul called on Masamba.
Sometimes, Chad, when we talk about things like, possibly a big win last night, looking at national rankings, being on that verge of breaking in on the season, sometimes you lose focus on the game in hand, and this half kind of looks like maybe...
Yeah, too many distractions in and around the team. Big win last night, king of the campus, but looking at revenge, and sometimes you want it a little too much. I mean, you got embarrassed against Lenoir-Rhyne by turning it over so many times, and they made some excuses. I hate to say it, but they played a late game the night before. They got to bed late, didn't get their food so late. Came back, played a 2 o'clock game. Well, you know what? With a full night's rest against the team that you should beat now on your own home court, nothing's working. Malden with a rebound after the airball 3 by Masamba. Hines back with it for Cook, and an offensive foul on Cook. 1:10 left. Pirates would love to get this to 10, maybe before halftime.
Obviously something manageable where you can go in the half and say, hey, we didn't play very well, we didn't shoot very well, but we're still in this game.
Galloway to Harris. Back to Parker, 52 seconds left until halftime. Galloway with a long three-pointer, no good. Long rebound that goes right to Malden. Malden, and a timeout called by John Lentz. Malden was He had no fear. He was going to go 1-on-4 with the ball, but cooler heads prevailed on the bench.
So how things are going today, he might have just thrown it up and it would have went in. It's been that kind of half right now. Lenoir-Rhyne just 58% from the field, 50% from three-point range. Maybe we should put them on the line because they're only taking 42% from there.
Galloway took that shot from about 33 feet out, and the more interesting thing is it hit the back rim. So he was long on a 33-foot three-pointer. But you know, Lenoir-Rhyne will tell him, hey, take those as many as you want. Pirates are 1 of 10 from three-point range tonight.
ASU coming in, shooting about almost 44% on the season from the field, and 20% right now. I know in baseball, the Mendoza line is 200. I'm not sure what they call it in basketball.
They call it not good. Just 20% are the Pirates on the floor, 4 of 20. I don't care who you're playing. You're not going to beat anybody shooting 20%. Foul on Bratton will send the junior from Charlotte to the free throw line with 29.8 seconds left. If I were a superstitious man, Eric, I might say that both of us being on the webcast at the same time is the problem.
Has not been good tonight so far, has it?
First free throw is good by Bratton.
Whoever
fine solo.
I am 1-0 on the season by myself.
That's right. Maybe I just need to head back to my office for a while. Second free throw is good as well. It's a 17-point lead for the Bears, 37-20. I didn't think I need much filler material tonight. I better go back at halftime and research some. Pirates will hold for the last shot here with Galloway. 15 on the shot clock. Pirates just want to get into halftime, I believe. Harris now with it with 7 on the shot clock. Harris spins, hangs, shoots, hits. Nice play there, and then Parker almost gets the steal on the inbounds. But the Pirates will head into halftime trailing at 37-22. We'll come back with a look at the first half stats and bring you the second half of action. You're listening to Pirate Basketball. Yeah, Jackson, with Eric Faulkner here at Alumni Arena, where Lenoir-Rhyne leads Armstrong Atlantic 37-22 in the final day of the 2006 Chatham Orthopedics Classic. Armstrong Atlantic shot just 5 of 21 from the floor in half number one. That's 23.8%, and 1 of 10 from three-point range. They did shoot pretty well from the free throw line, 11 of 14 for 78.6%, but it was just not enough to face the onslaught of the Bears. Lenoir-Rhyne 14 of 24 from the floor for 58%, and 4 of 8 from the floor for 50%. They were 5 of 9, a little bit human from the free throw line. But it was not only the offensive production in total, but where it came from. Tyler Boardman leading all scorers with 11 points. 4 of 4 from the floor, including 1 of 1 three-pointers. After score coming into today's game, scoring just 8 points all year long. Jonathan Cook off the bench, he was perfect from floor as well. 3 of 3 from the floor, including 2 of 2 on three-pointers for his 9 points after scoring 6 points all season long. Armstrong Atlantic led by Torrey Harris with 9 points on 3 of 6 shooting and 1 of 3 on three-pointers. The Pirates out-rebounded in the first half 20-13. And now Lenoir-Rhyne, with a 15-point lead, gets a couple of their starters back in Marcus Springs and Josh Kindred, who had to sit most of the first half in foul trouble.
Definitely an uphill battle, but obviously plenty of time to get back in it. You just got to take the game probably about 5-minute increments and see if you can win those battles. But I wouldn't want to have been in that locker room at halftime. I'm sure it wasn't a very pleasant place.
Well, the Pirates trailed Missouri Western State and Truman State most of the game in the season opening tournament, came back to win those games. Did the same to Catawba. So they have been able to come back from deficits this season, but a definite tall task for the Pirates here this evening as they have the ball to begin. Half number 2, Kane, Harris, Masamba, Taylor. And Taylor misses the layup, gets his own rebound though, puts it back up and in.
Good start there by Armstrong. Go into Taylor right away and see if he can get him on track, because he's going to have a big half for him to get back in it.
Sanu, the other player on the floor. And for Lenoir-Rhyne, it's Bratton who has the ball. His shot is no good, but he's fouled. Kindred, Malden, Hines, and Boardman. So Springs does not start the second half. Instead, Stephen Hines starts the second half. Springs on the bench with 3 fouls, including a technical. Bratton to the line. He has 10 points tonight for Lenoir-Rhyne. His first free throw is up and good. Second free throw, good as well. .39-24. Lenoir-Rhyne with the lead again. They go back to Taylor. He dishes it to Sanu, who tries to go for the dunk, and it's blocked by Kindred. And then back the other way, Bratton, no good. Gets his own rebound, but then loses it out of bounds. And
Kindred letting them know on the way back about that block as well, but definitely showing.
That's why Kindred was such a force in the first meeting between these two teams. Kane to Harris. Down low for Taylor. No double team, but he kicks it out to Masamba for 3, no good. Rebound Sanu. And then Bratton reaches in and is fouls Sanu, and the Lenoir-Rhyne bench didn't like it.
Sanu at the top of the arc there, just kind of holding out the ball for someone to come in here and do just that, but able to pick up the foul.
Harris inbounds it to Kane. now with it to Harris. Passed up the wide open three, but a nice pass for Sanu, who dunks it. So Sanu gets his first bucket of the night. And it's 39-26. Hines wide open for three, why not?
Lots of confidence right now in Lenoir-Rhyne across the board.
Samba down low to Sanu, baseline. Sanu drives, and a hand check foul on Bratton. Will give the Pirates the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. And the super sub, Jonathan Cook, will come back in now for Bratton.
That's still somewhat early in the season. Coach is trying to figure out who exactly is working out for them, and I guess a couple of players tonight are showing they like to play a lot more this year.
And a timeout called by the Pirates as they had trouble inbounding the ball. Coach Burkhammer unhappy with the inaction of Patrick Sanu. He was supposed to provide a screen there for one of the guards to get free.
Definitely gave him an earful there on a timeout. He's still quite animated over there. And he's still looking at it. It's 42-26. There's lots of time left, Chad, and he's got to kind of try to chip away at it. But Lenoir-Rhyne shooting as well as they are, I don't know if that's going to be possible if they don't cool off a little bit.
You start to break the second half down into increments. If you can outscore your opponent by a point a minute, and climb back into it, then you start bringing it to a manageable deficit. But you're right, the way Lenoir-Rhyne is shooting, much like in our women's game, the way Fayetteville State shot against the Lady Pirates. Lady Pirates didn't play bad defense, but everything Fayetteville State threw up there seemed to go in for a while. But it's a polar opposite here tonight for Armstrong Atlantic and Lenoir-Rhyne. The Pirates just 27%.
And you got to think at some point they're not going to be shooting in the high 50s all night long, but it really, to now it's just they have it. It's been pretty much everyone. It's a lot of different players have got on the board for them.
Taylor to inbound it to Harris. Trying to get it back to Taylor, but has to bring it out. They are fronting Taylor almost every opportunity here. Harris down low. Taylor spins, shoots, misses, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled over the back.
Chad, obviously, if you're not shooting well from the outside, you can key down on Taylor. It's kind of predictable that they're going to try to get the ball inside, and they did a great job tonight really denying him by, like you said, fronting them and also doubling down when they have the opportunity.
He's had very few clean looks. Almost every basket he's made, he's had to make a good move, and another foul on Lenoir-Rhyne. So the second half starting like the first half, but it really didn't affect the Bears in that first half. This foul on Hines is second. Kane with it for the Pirates. To Sanu. Sanu backs in on Kindred, lays it in and scores. Good move by Sanu to go to the far side of the basket, preventing Kindred from blocking his shot. Boardman wants to go coast to coast. Now kicks it out to Hines, but he'll pull it back. Kindred now against Taylor. Backs in. Nice look for Boardman. They really paid too much attention to Kindred. There were three players looking at Kindred.
Very looking, and Boardman just cuts on the backside there for the easy feed in the 2 points.
Sanu goes in, and a foul on the floor. Kindred picks up his third.
Boardman now in double figures with 11. 13, excuse me, Chad.
And he's perfect from the floor. I'm going to keep saying he's perfect from the floor until he is no longer perfect from the floor. I apologize to any Lenoir-Rhyne fans out there. Out of bounds play, they lob it to Taylor, and Taylor gets fouled trying to come down with the ball. And Boardman picks up his second foul. Harris to Masamba. Kane will put up a three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound, Taylor. Harris to Kane. Now Masamba with it. Back to Kane. Back to Harris. He'll drive. Pull up. No. He'll pass it to Taylor. Taylor left open. Goes in, lays it up. No good, but the tip try is good from Masamba.
And Taylor a little shaken up, getting up slowly. And
I think he might have gotten a appendage in the face there.
That's what it appeared to be. Kind of, as he was underneath the basket, just kind of looks like he got hit in the face or the chest.
So Masamba picks up his first points of the night from the floor. And a foul on the floor as Harris running step for step with Boardman.
Boardman playing with a lot of confidence right now. His eyes are going right to the basket.
And they have a stoppage as there's a wet spot on the floor that caused a couple of Lenoir-Rhyne players to spill just trying to inbound the ball. (44-30). The Pirates have shaved 1 point off that 15-point halftime deficit. Malden inbounds it, and Boardman now has it out between the circles. So Malden back to Boardman. Malden left wide open for three. A little high arcing shot, no good, and it's knocked out of bounds into the Lenoir-Rhyne bench by Hines.
Good hustle by Hines to try to keep that ball in play, but like you said, they've only been able to shave 1 point since halftime, Chad, and we're going to have to do more of that to get back in this one. And it seems like we're playing better. We dug ourselves a big hole.
There's been no run for the Pirates. There's been no possessions with 2 or 3 field goals in a row, kind of to get back momentum, rest back momentum from the Bears. Kane to Harris. Inside for Taylor on the baseline. He'll make a move to the basket, spin, hang, shoot, miss, but he's fouled. Well, Taylor will get to the line again to shoot 2, and the Pirates are now in the bonus, but I don't think free throws, I don't think you can climb back into a 14-point game at the free throw line.
Well, you can't, but at least you have the opportunity to get some points with the clock stop, and these are going to be critical just to go ahead and make these.
First free throw is good.
And Taylor's second off the mark, so Lenoir-Rhyne will go back the other way, and that little court pass right there to Dante Watson. So not wasting any time. Lenoir-Rhyne pushing the ball off the court off Taylor's missed free throw. And the visitors now up 46-31 with 15:06 left. Darlene Masamba will inbounds the ball. And William Kane now will take over and run the point. Kane on the dribble. And have another foul. So it's been very kind of choppy play here in this second half. There's lots of fouls being called on both teams. And we'll have an inbounds pass here. Actually, no, excuse me. Galloway will go to the line. Yeah, kind of a choppy second half, as I stated. There's a lot of fouls being called for some things that seem to be allowed a little bit more in the first half, so tighten it up a little bit here.
First free throw from Galloway is good. There were fouls that were called in the first part of the first half, and then they were letting the players play in the second part of the half, and that's really when Lenoir-Rhyne stretched that lead out. Once they got it to double digits, they didn't let up at all. Hines, guarded by Harris, almost turns it over, but the Bears keep possession. Springs back into the game for the Bears. He has it now. Hines inside Cook. He brings it back out. 9 on the shot clock. Hines around the screen. Gets it back, puts up the three-pointer. Money. Stephen Hines with 8 points. And a foul call on Hines.
On the offensive end earlier, Lenoir-Rhyne very patient, looking for a good shot. And when they've had those looks, it seems like even if they're not getting a good look, they've been able to have them fall, but they've been really making it when they have a clean look at the basket. We're just not really making any progress in this second half. Well,
6 of 11 three-pointers from a team that on the season is shooting just 31% from three-point range. And again, you keep waiting for them to cool off, but it's not happening yet. They've actually increased their field goal percentage from the first half. They're shooting 60% from the floor. And there's one thing head coach Jeff Burkhammer prides himself on, it's his defense. Because you can stay in games long with defense, but and the effort's not necessarily not there. It's just Lenoir-Rhyne is hitting everything.
You start to wonder after how this game has gone and how the first game has gone, is this not a good matchup for us? Is this team, just not a good matchup? But sometimes you have teams like that.
Yep. 51-35, the Bears lead by 16, and they have the ball again after the missed shot by the Pirates. Hines with it. To Cook for another three-pointer. That one's no good. Finally, he misses. And the Pirates come away with a rebound. Now if we can just get Boardman to this one. Galloway to Kane. Looking for Masamba. He's working hard there in the post, and we got a foul called. And I think that's going to be on Cook working against Masamba. Now Masamba's going to get 2 shots.
Just a little under 13 minutes. Coach Brookhammer probably hoping that the score was a little bit closer at this point. But margin now at 51-35. And really, at some point, Chad, we're going to have to make a run here real soon just to get this so we have a chance down the stretch.
Masamba's first free throw is good. Pirates continue to shoot well from the free throw line. 17 of 21, that's well over 80%. But just 9 field goals compared to 19 for Lenoir-Rhyne, including 6 three-pointers.
We're pretty fortunate we've been able to go to the line 21 times, because if we haven't, we'd really be in a little bigger hole than we are.
Second free throw is no good. Volleyballed around, finally settled by Springs for Lenoir-Rhyne. Hines to Malden. Ball deflected, it goes off of Will Kane's back, and then finally Sanu strips Watson. Pirates get a steal. And Jamal Galloway for 3, that's good. Lenoir-Rhyne calls timeout. They still lead it by 12, but that's a smart timeout for John Lentz and Lenoir-Rhyne. They don't want Armstrong Atlantic believing they can get back into this game. They don't want to give them any sort of confidence whatsoever. Get on that kind of run we're talking about that they need to climb back into the game.
And you've seen in the past, last year, for example, Galloway gets going too. He can really start draining that three, and he's a kind of a streaky shooter at times, and that confidence gets going. So maybe that will give us a little bit of edge. But you got to look at Lenoir-Rhyne right now, Chad. He's done it without Kindred. I mean, 2 points in the game. If he would have told us before the game that Kindred would have 2 points with 12 minutes left, we'd probably like our chances.
Yeah. Armstrong Atlantic now just 2 of 13 from three-point range, thanks to that three-pointer by Galloway. And Jamal now has 7 points on the night, 1 of 4 from the floor, but 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
But a 2-point basket from cutting it down to 10, and that's going to be important. This defensive stance right here is going to, I think, very, very crucial as we get a stop here and convert back the other way. And then you have now you look at it and say, you know what, 10 points and we can go at it.
Lenoir-Rhyne will inbound it after the timeout by the Bears. Against full court pressure. Springs with it. Guarded by Will Kane. Gives it to Malden. Now Allen picks it off to Malden. Around the screen, Malden pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Galloway. 2-on-2 on the break, Galloway. And throws it right to Crawford for Lenoir-Rhyne. I really thought Galloway was going to spot up and hit and at least shoot the ball. But instead, he passed it up. Inside, Watson, guarded by Sanu. Spins, shoots, miss.
Too easy, Cat. Just too easy. Spin move. Hands were down there, and he was just able to easily shoot it over.
Parker will put up the three-pointer. That's good. And a foul called on Galloway.
You can kind of see that happening. There was some hand checking going on, and trying to make a play, trying to maybe create a turnover, but picked up the foul.
Malden to inbound it with exactly 11 minutes remaining in the game. Springs to Crawford. Crawford to Watson. 20 on the shot clock. Springs backs it out, calls the play. Lenoir-Rhyne leading it by 11. Springs to Allen. Allen drives and underhands it to Watson. His shot off the glass is good. Parker now with it for the Pirates. As Lenoir-Rhyne is back to shooting 60% from the floor. Kane is fouled.
Nope. And Kane appears to be in some pain there, but it looks like he's okay. Hit the floor rather hard.
Yeah, it was an awkward angle too. It's almost like he slid off the player and hit the floor. And Kane will shoot two.
Like we said, we're playing better. We're winning this half, but we haven't really cut into the lead. Every time we seem to get to that 11-point mark, we're unable to get by that.
Lenoir-Rhyne, 7 of 11 on field goals in the second half. That's 63.6%. And like you said earlier, if the Pirates hadn't been getting to the free throw line, this game would be much worse. Kane makes them both. It's back to an 11-point lead, 55-44. You know, sometimes teams just feel it, and Jamal Galloway takes the charge from Springs. Heads up play there by Galloway, as Springs now has 4 fouls and will have to come out. And Hines comes back in.
And, Chad, for some reason, I still think we have a run in us at some point, you know, and it's going to have to happen soon, but it slowly looks like we're getting there. We just got to have a couple stops and a couple good baskets on the other end.
Parker with it to Masamba, over to Kane. Now Galloway with it, back to Kane. Lobs it into Sanu, back out to Masamba. In the corner, Galloway. No one can get a shot off, though, and then Galloway is fouled. And the Lenoir-Rhyne bench, to say they are disagreeing with the officials' calls tonight would be an understatement. So Jamal Galloway will head to the line.
We're being aggressive. Galloway going hard to the basket. Gives us, unfortunately, misses the front end there, but it's getting us to the line, and that's been really keeping this game at least manageable and giving us a chance.
It's at least within sight, you know.
So now we're to 10, Chad, and can we make the stop on the other end? Like you said earlier, we haven't really been able to put multiple baskets together.
Subs in for Lenoir-Rhyne as Bratton comes back in, as does Crawford. We had a full timeout before the 15 or 10 minute mark, so that killed the media timeout. So we will continue play here with the Pirates down by 10, 55-45, 9:38 left. Hines to Malden. They're guarding Malden, the point guard, with post players here. And a 3-second call on Kindred, who is back into the game now.
Well, they had a mismatch down low. Kevin Parker guarding Kindred, and Kindred kept on calling for the ball, but they were unable to get it down to him.
Parker with it to Masamba. They lob it into Sanu. Sanu backs in, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound Galloway. Now Parker left open for 3. It's good. 7-point advantage. But you listen to this Pirate crowd, you think it would be like down to 2 or 1. Crowd comes alive for the first time tonight, Eric. It's 55-48, 8:44 left. Hines, guarded by Masamba. Down low for Kindred. Kindred loses it going up, and he's fouled.
Kind of clawing our way back into it. In the second half, it kind of feels like we have like a run in us, and we're playing better. Now we start to look at it, you know, we're got it down to 7, but they're back on the line, Kindred here, so we'll see what happens.
Kindred, kind of the forgotten man in the Lenoir-Rhyne lineup tonight, misses the first free throw. He's taken his 2 shots from the floor. He's got 3 fouls, 1 rebound, 2 points. He'll have 1 more free throw here. It is up and good. Making the lead back to 8. Parker brings it up against Crawford. In the corner. Now Galloway left open for 3. It's good. And the Pirates are within 5, 56-51. Kindred against Taylor. Drives, and an offensive foul called on Kindred.
That's a big one, I believe.
And now we're going to have a discussion here. One official called a block, the other one called a charge.
One closest called a charge, I believe.
And now, I'm not sure what the call is.
No, it's Kindred.
So it is on Kindred, is fourth. But
they get the ball.
So I don't know what was called there, to tell you the truth. Anyway, Lenoir-Rhyne has the basketball. A half-court trap. Bratton gets it. Out to Boardman. Again, Boardman probably and a hold called on the Pirates. So this might become a free throw shooting contest here, Eric, as the Pirates won away from putting the Bears in the bonus. And Lenoir-Rhyne will have it out of bounds.
Lenoir-Rhyne shooting about 64% from the free throw stripe.
Hines around the screen, loses his man, gives it to Boardman, directing traffic. Now inside to Kindred. Kindred, shot is no good. And then a foul called on Lenoir-Rhyne as Sanu. And a technical foul has been issued on Lenoir-Rhyne again.
So a little bit of a momentum swing here with a technical foul. And I believe it's the son, Brian Lenz, I assume. And he's quite angry. The father pushing him back down, but a very critical technical foul right there, Chad.
So Galloway will shoot the technical free throws, and then we'll shoot with Sanu. So again, 4 free throws coming up for the Pirates. They can make it a 1-point game, or excuse me, a 2-point game.
He's spent an eternity on the free throw line tonight, but it's been paying off for us.
Both free throws good for Galloway. And now Sanu will head to the line.
God, 5 minutes ago, we were about maybe to write this one off, and now we're down to 3.
And yet, Lenoir-Rhyne still shooting 58% from the floor, but it's been the pickup of the offense for the Pirates. Sanu's first free throw is no good.
One of the things that Coach Brookhammer has this year is an experienced team coming back from last year. So you've been in these situations before, and you know you just got to keep on playing and fighting hard.
Second free throw good. It is a one-possession game, 56-54. Boardman to Bratton. Bratton, mid-range jumper, money. Can you beat a team that shoots 60% from the floor? Lenoir-Rhyne leads it again by 4. Three-pointer for Parker, no good. Rebound, foul on Taylor. And now we'll send Boardman to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. The only place that Boardman has missed tonight is at the free throw line.
Big thing for the Pirates, sometimes you expend so much energy trying to get back into it. Do they have the legs in the last 7 minutes to get back and win this game, especially coming back and playing yesterday as well?
Boardman's free throw, no good. Rebound Taylor.
Maybe that's a good place to have him shoot from.
Apparently. Taylor now with 6 boards to go with his 8 points. Parker with it to Sanu. Now Galloway. Back to Harris. They lob it into Taylor. Taylor, and an offensive foul. And a technical has been called on the manager, Doug Willett, of the Pirates.
And so, haven't seen that ever before.
No.
At a very critical point in the game.
And even worse, that is the 5th foul on Brian Taylor. He has fouled out of this game with 8 points and 6 rebounds.
Kind of leaned in, Chad. He dipped his shoulder down inside, and not called for it, but
Malden makes the first free throw. Will have another.
the last 2 minutes have been quite strange. Technical over here on this side of Lenoir-Rhyne, and then now I believe one of the team managers on that side. Definitely been interesting. Coach Brookhammer listened to the explanation, but I think the disbelief is still in his face.
Colin Masamba will replace Taylor in the game. And what was once a 2-point game is back out to 6 with 6:42 remaining, and Lenoir-Rhyne will have the basketball. And the Bears look like they have at least weathered the storm of the run we were looking for from the Pirates. As they had it down to 2, but the Bears back. And Torrey Harris called for the foul.
Not sure about that one either. It looked like the player from Lenoir-Rhyne was falling down, and Harris just kind of just went over the top of him as he was falling. It's called for the foul,
So Malden, who just hit 2 technical free throws, will go back to the line for 2 more. First free throw is good. Second free throw, good as well. And a timeout called by Lenoir-Rhyne. 62-54, it's an 8-point advantage for Lenoir-Rhyne. We'll be back after this short break.
I thought it was on Chappie at first.
Well, ever since the Pirates cut the lead to 2, Lenoir-Rhyne has answered with a 6-0 run. They lead at 62-54 with 6:22 remaining. Parker with the ball for the Pirates. Out to Galloway, 3-pointer on the way. It's good.
I thought he was possibly fouled on that 3 also as he was shooting it. His hand was hit and the bench got up, but
that's definitely what head coach Jeff Burkhammer was arguing. He thought his shooter Galloway was fouled on the 3-point attempt, but the lead is back to 5. 62-57. Boardman to Hines. Back to Bratton. Bratton's driving the baseline. Layup no good. Rebound. Masamba. And Masamba travels.
Right there, it looked like he was kind of pulled away as he was falling backwards.
And now the official who has called 3 technical fouls is looking at the stands. He's obviously hearing everything tonight. Benches, crowd, internet webcast, everywhere. Layup good for Hines, and it's back to a 10-point or back to an 8-point lead.
Big possession right here, Chad.
Pirates need to keep it within about 2 possessions here. Masamba to Galloway. Back to Galloway from Harris. Harris. Now Parker with it. 7 on the shot clock. Harris spins, and he's held. He's held by Bratton. And Bratton takes the ball away from him, and they get a held ball. It looked like Bratton actually grabbed a hold of Harris's leg.
It wrapped around his arm, too, there. So the last few minutes of this one has been somewhat questionable.
5 minutes to go. It's a 7-point game, 64 to 57. Kindred back out to Bratton. Bratton, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Harris. Parker with it. Calls out the play. And now gives it to Harris. Harris drives, hangs, shoots, misses, rebound tip back to Harris. Harris goes up for the layup and puts it in. 64-59, 4 minutes to play.
Possession game out of 3 and a 2 would tie it.
Boardman to Springs, now Bratton. Back to Springs. Had a screen, passed up to 3. 10 seconds left. Kindred against Masamba, and a foul on the floor will send Kindred to the line. And Owen Masamba has fouled out. And the official that whistled the foul will not even give Coach Berkhammer an explanation of the foul. You can tell he's through talking to anybody.
Well, the 2 guys are down low there, and Masamba's hands appear to be straight up, and they call the foul underneath, but
Franchot Brown will check in for Masamba as Josh Kindred heads to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is short.
Kindred with only 3 points here with.
And really, we kind of build this in the pregame as a battle between Taylor and Kindred, and it really, neither have had much of an impact in this game. Kindred misses them both. The Pirates have it. Down 5, 64-59. Harris kicks it off to Parker in the corner for 3. It's good. 3:16.
Galloway, Harris, and Parker have really been the spark this half for the Pirates. It's really all about them right now.
3 minutes to go. It's a 2-point game. And an offensive foul call on Kindred, and he is fouled out.
Well, we're definitely not going under the let them play tonight, are we?
The teams have combined to shoot 50 free throws tonight, and there have been several offensive foul calls.
Well, the good news here is the Pirates can tie or take the lead. So
right, this is the first possession they've had where they can tie or take the lead in this half. Harris will drive, lay it up, and get it to go. But he's fouled, so he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
So it's us, 40 to 27 in the second half, and Coach Berkhammer has to be pleased with at least his team getting out in the second half, and it's really showed a lot of character and heart to get back in this. And now we're playing, a little under 3 minutes left, have a chance to win this game.
First free throw is good. Watson checks back in for Lenoir-Rhyne.
I think if this one falls, this place is going to erupt.
2:46 remaining. Second free throw. No good, but Franchise Brown gets the rebound and puts it in. Pirates lead. Boardman with it. Gives it to Hines. Now Bratton with it for the Bears. To Springs. 2:25 remaining. Hines to Springs. Spins. And then loses the ball, gets it back. 8 on the shot clock, and they're well away from the bucket. And a timeout called by Lenoir-Rhyne with 8 on the shot clock. 30-second timeout, the Pirates lead. They trailed it by as many as 16 here in the second half.
Again, I think it goes back to a team that has experience, that has some leadership on there, guys that have been in this before and realize, you've got to play the entire 40 minutes. And so far in this second half, the Pirates have come out with the intensity that they lacked in the first half.
Galloway leads all scores now with 16 points on the night. Harris with 12 and Kevin Parker with 11. It's been the guard play that has brought the Pirates back in. The post play has been non-existent. Taylor fouled out with 8 points. Sanu has 5. Masamba fouled out with 5.
With about 9 minutes, Coach Brookheimer went to the 3 guards to get a little bit quicker on the floor.
Three-pointer by Bratton, no good. Rebound Harris. And Bratton, that was a doomed play from the beginning because Bratton never really had control of the ball. 2 minutes to go. Pirates lead by 1. Harris with it. Drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound Franchise Brown. And they say he travels. He was caught underneath the basket, so he had to somehow get underneath it. And the official calls the travel. So Lenoir-Rhyne has it.
Big defensive stance right here. 1:46 left.
Springs with it for Malden. Now Malden between the circles. To Hines. Springs for a high arcing 3. It's an air ball, but Malden gets the rebound and steps on the line. Bratton.
Springs didn't think twice about shooting that one. That ball was almost out of his hands before he received the pass, but a good defensive effort by the Pirates, and we'll come back the other way.
Harris gives it to Parker. 1:25 to go. Pirates lead by 1, 65-64. Parker gives it to Harris. Guarded by Bratton. Now kicks it off to Brown. Brown in traffic, hangs, shoots, and hits. 67-64. A minute to go from Alumni Arena.
A big 2 points there by
Franchise Brown with his first points of the night. Nice look for Springs. And a timeout, Lenoir-Rhyne. Backdoor pass. Springs was cutting and made the layup and cuts it back to a 1-point lead, 67-66.
A little bit smaller lineup has actually given Lenoir-Rhyne some trouble. Brown coming into the game at 6'4", the 3 guards that were really letting up in here in the second half, Chad. And it's really, I think, changed the game a lot. The big men haven't been a factor.
Brad, who really has played most of this game as a guard for Lenoir-Rhyne, despite his height, has been the only post-sized player to have any points tonight. It's been their guards as well, except for Cook, who has been non-existent since the first half when he subbed in for Kendrick.
These are the type of games as a coach, and you come all the way back. You really, obviously you want to win the game because it can have a demoralizing effect on the other end that obviously you scrapped the way back, but you want to close it out now.
Yes.
And that's the big thing. A win like this will give us a lot of momentum. We were talking, it seemed like about a half hour ago that look at national rankings and things like that. Well, win tonight, we get them into that top, but we got 15 seconds here to try to close it out.
Yep. Pirates just have to work their offense and convert, get a bucket or get to the free throw line. If you do that on each possession, you're going to come out of here with a win. 67-66, Pirates will inbound it. Parker, guarded by Springs, brings it up. Now backs it out. Now we'll give it to Galloway. Galloway, guarded by Malden. Backs it out. 19 on the shot clock. Work the clock down. Now give it to Harris with 13 on the shot clock. Harris against Hines. 9 on the shot clock. 8, 7, 6. Free throw line jumper blocked, and he's fouled. Wow. It was a good job by Harris to get Hines off his foot, but it looked like to me it was a clean block. Maybe he got him with the body.
It's possible. It looks clean from here, Chad. But you're looking at Galloway, Harris, and Parker. They're playing a lot of confidence.
Yes. Harris free throw good. It's a 2-point lead, 68-66. There's 18.7 seconds left. Second free throw from Harris. Good as well. Timeout for head coach Jeff Burkhammer. So if you're Lenoir-Rhyne, what do you do here? You're 18.7 seconds left. You're down 3. Do you go for the quick 2 and foul, or do you set up for the three-pointer to send it to overtime?
I think shot on the road. I think you probably set up for the three-pointer. It's obviously, they've played pretty well up to a point here tonight, but it kind of hit a wall. They cooled off a little bit. And the Pirates have obviously gotten a lot better at shooting, but that's a big question right now because there's plenty of time, 18.7 seconds left to get the quick 2, foul, and play that game. So it'll be interesting to see what the coaching staff comes up with.
Lenoir-Rhyne shooting only 52.6% in the second half. That has lowered their shooting average. They're shooting 55%, but they are still even, 50-50. From three-point range at 6 for 12.
And the free throw advantage that the Pirates have had tonight, obviously playing large right now, and they've shot fairly well from there. So it's been a great game. I mean, we were really kind of down in the dumps a little bit after.
Well, I mean, and again, that's college basketball. I mean, you could play a horrible half and shoot poorly, but you come back in the second half, you play better defense, you play better, you execute better on offense, and you're back in the game, and now you're leading by 3.
And here we go.
Lenoir-Rhyne will go the length of the court. Hines with it, guarded by Harris. Hines to Watson, back to Hines, 10 seconds left. To Springs for 3, no good, rebound Sanu, no! Bratton gets the layup and draws the foul. Reggie Bratton got the miss. I swear I thought Patrick Sanu had the rebound, but Bratton took the ball away from him and laid it up and in, and Bratton will have a free throw to try and tie this game.
You got to know the situation, obviously. Let them go at that point. And, you take your chances getting the ball and then getting fouled and making your free throw to the other end. And also, I'm sure Coach Burkhammer is going to, maybe not like now, but when they get in the film room, probably on Monday, say, hey, these are the kind of things we got to do to win games. But still with a 1-point lead, big free throw here. Regardless, we're going to have the last possession.
4.4 seconds left.
This game's got a little bit of everything, hasn't it?
Unless Bratton misses it and they get an offensive rebound.
Well, this game, that could happen. We've not seen it all today. Technicals on the team manager and the 2 key players coming into the game, 2 of the better players in the region, really not being a factor. That would not surprise me.
No.
But do a good job here of boxing out, making sure you secure the rebound. And then Coach Burkhammer, I'm sure, going over the play that they're going to try to run here in 4.4 seconds with all the scenarios that could happen.
Pirates have 1 timeout left, so if Bratton makes the free throw, the Pirates can call the timeout and set up a play, which they would have 4.4 seconds left. And obviously, if they grab a rebound, they can call for a timeout as well if Bratton misses it. Reggie Bratton, free throw is up and no good. Rebound Sanu, and he's fouled with 2.8 seconds left.
Big free throws here. Obviously, good situation to be in, 2.8, but obviously enough time.
Absolutely.
To get off a 3 or so.
Yeah.
If you can re-nail it 2.
We've seen several instances where players have gotten three-pointers off within this amount of time. So, I mean, if Sanu misses one of the free throws or even makes them both, Lenoir-Rhyne's still alive in the game. Boardman will come back in, replacing Watson, who fouled out with 6 points in place. So not only did Josh Kindred foul out of this game, the starting center for Lenoir-Rhyne, but the backup center for Lenoir-Rhyne, Watson, fouls out as well. 4 players have fouled out of this game. And 4 more have 4 fouls. Patrick Sanu will go to the line, and a timeout called by head coach John Lentz of Lenoir-Rhyne to try and ice Sanu here.
Yeah, Sanu 8 of 16 on the year at 50%, Chad. Tonight 1 of 2, so he's kept his average. And you're hoping that he can at least make 1.
Right.
Preferably 2, but.
Well, I think regardless, any shot that Lenoir-Rhyne takes at the end is probably going to be a 3, so it's almost immaterial. He needs to make 2 in order to keep it a situation where Lenoir-Rhyne can only tie.
And obviously the other scenario, if he misses the second one and the ball bounces around a little bit, is enough to run off the clock. So lots of different things can happen here in 2.8 seconds, but what a great game this has been.
Absolutely. This is what college basketball is all about.
And you kind of look at it for both these teams, you know, coming out of this, if Armstrong can pull off the win, you look for that win during your season that you're going to look back in January and February and say, hey, that's when we really turn the corner. That's when we really believe in ourselves. This could be it.
Yeah. Sanu will have 2 free throws. The Pirates will not put anybody on the line with Sanu. First free throw is up and good. 70 to 68. 2.8 seconds left. Sanu to have another free throw. Second free throw is good. And a timeout by Jeff Berghammer to set up his defense. 71-68. Lenoir-Rhyne can only tie unless we get a foul on the 3-point shot, but I guess never say never.
Just been a very great effort here by Pirates in the second half. Just a tale of 2 halves, really, in the chat.
Yes. And really, almost a
half of a half.
Because with 13:48 left, Lenoir-Rhyne led by 16. The Pirates cut it to 10 with 10 minutes left, and then finally took the lead with 2:31 left, and they have held it ever since.
And probably at that point, up by 16 points, there probably weren't a lot of believers in Alumni Arena at that point. But you got to give credit to Jeff Berghammer and his team. They just keep on battling, chipping away. And some key 3-pointers down the stretch by several Pirate players. It's been really, much of a story here in the second half.
The Pirates were 1 of 10 on 3-pointers in the first half. They're 6 of 9 here in the second half. Lenoir-Rhyne will have to go the length of the court.
You just don't want to foul a 3-point shooter, as you said, John. This is definitely, you know what's going to happen.
Yes.
You want to contest it, but don't want to foul.
Baseball pass from Springs to Bratton. He gets off the 3-pointer. It's no good. Pirates win. How did they get that shot off?
They had a great look at it, too. But what a great win here tonight for Armstrong, Atlanta. Hang on.
And I think someone has been ejected from the game after the game has ended.
Okay. Get an explanation there, but
I'm not sure what has happened. The official may have whistled after the game was over.
71-68, Chad. And what a great weekend for the men's team.
Absolutely. 2 big wins, huge wins over Eckerd and over Lenoir-Rhyne.
As always, I appreciate it, Chad, and we're a very happy Jeff Burkhammer is going to come over.
Absolutely. Chad Jackson joined by head coach Jeff Burkhammer. Jeff, for about the last 3 minutes of that game, I've been trying to come up with some words to describe this win. I couldn't do it. Can you?
Well, guys just kept fighting. We told them at halftime, let's try to do what they did to us in the first half. And guys kept fighting. We made some shots finally. We didn't shoot the ball well in the first half. Second half, finally made some shots. Got a little bit of momentum. The crowd helped us. We finished the game without two of our best players on the floor. And I'm really proud of it. That's a great region win for us.
I think this is the first time this season that really the guards have rescued your offense. The play of Kevin Parker, Jamal Galloway, Torrey Harris in the second half really provided most of your offense there.
Well, those guys did a great job of penetrating the pitching. We made some shots. Torrey was great again late in the game, penetrating and getting to the foul line and finishing plays. Just real proud of how we played.
How important was it to get this win against a team that had already beaten you once, and now you kind of get back even with them with region contention?
Well, it's a huge win. It's a huge win in the region for us. I think it's a huge win in the national scheme, a huge win in the regional polls for us to come back. Lenoir-Rhyne's going to win a lot of games, and they're going to get us a lot of points because of those wins, and that's why tonight's win and getting a split with them was so important.
One question about the post play. The real concern for you, I'm sure, in the pregame had to be Josh Kindred, who really hurt us in that first game. Did you do anything different, and did that also allow you to do some things against our other post players?
Well, what we tried to do two things. We tried to go trap him early with our guards, make him pitch it out, and then we tried to attack him and make him have to guard Taylor inside, try to get him in foul trouble, and we were able to do that. Unfortunately, the first half we didn't take advantage of it too well, but we did limit his touches and limit his ability to play.
All right, one more game before the Christmas holidays at Florida Southern. Another team, now two straight teams that you've seen once already. Talk a little bit about the Mocs.
Well, Florida Southern played us really good here. We found a way to win late in the game. We know going on the road will be tough. Going to Sunshine State, it's a very good league, and I know we're going to do it and play very well.
All right, congratulations on the win, Coach. This is Jeff Burkhammer. Pirates improved to 7-1 with a hard-fought 71-68 win over Lenoir-Rhyne here at Alumni Arena. So for Jeff Burkhammer, I'm Chad Jackson. Armstrong Atlantic victorious. They beat Lenoir-Rhyne 71-68. We will talk to you on Tuesday as we bring women's action to you from Alumni Arena. 2 o'clock, the Lady Pirates face Florida Tech. That's on Tuesday at 2 o'clock here at Alumni Arena.